I've given them power because I've given them my attention.
Yeah. So they don't really have your power because you know it. In other words, when you give someone your power, it's really not a problem when you know you're doing it. Mm-hmm. So stop it. Next.
Will you come live in my bedroom too?
No.
Nor will my husband right now. They have taken over. My life is all focused on that. As my friend who came with me today can attest, I've never been so focused on what is something that is a negative and a challenging thing.
Well, it's understandable, isn't it? In other
words,
but
I got to get past it. And I got to I appreciate them. They are remarkable in their survivability. And I want them gone. I have honored them. I have said, I understand you. You are remarkable. And I want to say goodbye.
Let's talk about them in terms of anything that you've attracted into your experience. If you are talking to them, do they have your attention?
Yes.
So whether you're saying hello or goodbye, are you talking to them?
Yes.
Did you hear us when we were talking about laying new pipes?
Yes.
Do you have to lay new pipes about absence of bed bugs?
Yes.
Do you have to lay new pipes about absence of bed bugs?
Oh, lay new pipes.
Can you, in fact, lay new pipes about absence of something that has your attention so much? Can you stop thinking about something that you're thinking about so much?
Right.
Is there anything else you can think about? Now, this is a really good opportunity, because when something is pervasive, when something is steady, and when something is that utterly annoying, we know that it's not easy to get your attention on other things. And yet that is what you have to do. So let's think about the kind of pipes that are already there and the way they're clogged up as a result of the consideration that you're giving to this. Logical consideration. Everybody's sort of itching a little, just thinking about this conversation. And Esther's wondering about something that she's got on her arm. No, it's okay.
Believe me, that's the way it's been for 2 months. And they can live without eating for a year.
Good to know.
Because now that I know it, I really want everybody to know it. I am spreading that vibration around the world. I want everybody to be aware.
She's trying to get you on her disc.
Yes, yes.
So, if what we are suggesting about the laying of new pipes is a valid workaround for beginning to offer a vibration that is different than the vibration that you've been offering, the most significant thing to consider is that you didn't start that vibration after the bed bugs got there. The bed bugs came as a result of a vibration that you already had started. Mm-hmm. So now dealing with the bed bugs is only going to perpetuate something that was already in motion. And all of that is part of that pipe clogging experience that we started with here today. Mm-hmm. So it would take a very strong person to not notice something that is happening when it is happening. But the fact of it is, it isn't happening all the time. It isn't happening right now. It isn't happening right now. In other words, you're not in your bed with your bed bugs right now. Right. And yet we're talking about it now. When you were talking to your friend earlier, it wasn't happening then either. But you were still talking to your friend about it.
Because I'm protecting myself not to get bed bugs in this hotel. Yeah. My naivete has been taken away. I see everything through a different lens now in travel.
So, are you saying that you feel bound by what isness, and that the what isness now is going everywhere you is? That somehow you've practiced a vibration that is actualized into something unwanted, and you've lost your footing, and now you don't trust your ability to focus, that you don't have the ability to focus beyond what is. That's what you just said, but we don't think it's what you mean. It's not what we want you to mean.
Okay.
When we said earlier that we asked the question, do you have to lay new relationship pipes in order to improve a relationship? Almost everyone in the audience acknowledged no. We don't need to lay pipes about relationships, but we do need to lay some new pipes. So when something manifests, the manifestation of it is just a further realization or actualization to confirm an already existing vibration. And you gave some indication just now of some of the things that you have been feeling. But when a manifestation happens, if you look at it with some sort of scrutiny, often you can recognize that there was a vibration that was there before that manifestation. Can you identify what that vibration might be? And the best way to answer that question is to say, having this actualization, because I'm having this actualization, it causes me to feel like this. What does that experience cause you to feel like?
Disillusioned.
I'm not the creator of my own reality. The bed bugs are. But you're smarter than that.
And they manifest.
How does this experience make you feel? What is the emotion?
Powerless.
Powerless. There's not much emotion that is more discordant than that, is there? What else?
And wondering, as you suggested, how did I manifest these? I mentioned this to my chiropractor, holistic healer, and he said, well...
Now you're just going to shore it up. You're just going to keep talking yourself more into it. And that's really the point that we're making here, because you're not powerless, because you didn't have to tell that story, but you wanted to. And the reason that you wanted to is because the momentum is already there, so it's logical. So the question is, how far back in the momentum or pre-momentum can you go before you cease telling the story? Because the bed bugs are really making a point. They're saying to you, now you've got this momentum going. You said they seem impervious to everything. You say these bed bugs are hardy, they are thriving. And we say everything that has your attention is that way in your experience. And we understand that feeling of disillusionment, that it feels to you that this is happening to you, not because of you. But that's the basic understanding that we want to get across to all of you. We know when something comes into your... Let us explain it to you in this way. So you've been launching those rockets and you've created that vortex, and that vortex is spinning and there's momentum, and the cooperative components have already been gathered. And as the cooperative components have already been gathered, in other words, we're saying to you, you have a vortex going that has the cooperative components of bed bugs in it. In other words, the only vortex that's spinning isn't the vortex that holds all the things that you want. You're creating vortices on every subject that you spend any amount of time on. And so you've already created that vortex. But it wouldn't be affecting you if there was not a vibrational point of attraction or a grid that's happening right now that matches that. So you could get up any morning of the world and you could choose a different vibrational disc, but you don't, because your attention to what is has your undivided attention.
The treatment.
So every morning you get up and you give your attention to that, and then you just perpetuate that momentum. And so we think that it is a good idea that you go sleep in another bed. Now you did that, yes? Did you come to this hotel and sleep in another bed?
Oh, yeah.
So did you have the potential of having a different expectation last night?
Almost.
So you have an opportunity now to make a different statement. Did you have bed bugs in your bed last night?
Not that I know of.
You're not even willing to go there. You are so determined to stay on the path of the bed bugs, because what's at the heart of this vibration? The vibration that you are presenting to us, and the message that you believe with everything that you are, is that you are not the creator of your own reality. And even though you're standing here, you're talking to someone who knows differently, we have all of the resources that create worlds available, and we're flowing them to you. You are determined to continue to perpetuate the belief as you have seen it to be. Yeah. And you're right. You cannot get to where you want to be from where you are without at least being willing to find some statement. It's like the bed bug. It's after you. It's after you. You must be vigilant at all times to keep unwanted things away from you. Because the unwanted things in this world, no one else has had a microphone trying to smack them in the face all day. It's only you. You are the exception in this universe. Now you're taking all the fun out of it.
So I appreciate, and you've helped me right now remember that really it's my reaction to them that I choose, and I am creating that reality.
So there is a vibration going, which you don't know you've got going, which causes a manifestation, which then you react to. And once the manifestation comes, we'll give it to you. It is not easy not to have a reaction to manifestations. In fact, it's the most natural thing in the world. In fact, it's part of what makes you sift through the contrast, you see. But at some point, you have to have had enough of the experience that a new rocket is launched that says, I've got to find another way of dealing with this, because clearly the way that I have been responding to it is not working. And that's contrast that will really serve you. In other words, when we insist that you stay with us long enough to acknowledge that you're not trying very hard to find a different way of staying it, when we're giving you leading statements that would give you the opportunity with infinite intelligence at your beck and call to jump on a different disc, and you refuse to do so, then you know that you've got something pretty heavy duty going on. And what that heavy duty thing that you've got going on is, and a lot of people do, Esther, from time to time too, it's that it feels to you when the grid fills in, because when the grid fills in with something that you don't want, it feels like something is asserting itself into your experience. We get it. When you ask for something that you want and it comes, you feel like a really good deliberate creator. But when you're asking for something that you don't want and it comes, then it feels like somebody must be asserting into your experience, and it is never the case. It's always, no matter what, every single time, no matter what, every single time that you're getting something, wanted or unwanted, you have invited it every single time. There's no assertion in this universe. It's an invitation every single time, you see. So you said when you sat down, I've wanted to have a conversation, I've wanted to have a conversation, I've wanted to have a conversation, but it took my utter feeling of lack of control to get me in the chair. And we say, your utter feeling of lack of control is going to serve you in a powerful way, because there's nothing that makes you determined to get control of your own vibration than not to have control of your own vibration. We love those bed bugs. We love the fact that they are responding to your vibration. We love the fact that they will continue to respond to your vibration. We love the fact that you're going to have to do something different. It's not going to be them. And we would like to say that about everyone and everything in the universe. Stop asking others to be the change that you need in order to feel better. That's the freedom that you're looking for. When you stop asking others to be the change that you need in order to feel better, then you've got it. And there will be a time, not so far from now, that you will be making monuments to the bed bugs. We anticipate a very beautiful statue in your front yard. This represents the turning point for me. The turning point when I finally decided to stop making somebody else responsible for what's happening to me, and I took control of my own vibration anyway. I felt better anyway. I didn't need a change in order to feel better. I didn't need a change in order to focus differently. I took charge of the way I focused. I chose a different grid. At first it wasn't easy, but every morning I got up, I chose a different grid. I chose a different subject. I forced myself with the power of my mind. I became determined to talk about other things. I went through entire conversations with people who I'd been only talking to about bed bugs for days and weeks, and I didn't talk to them about bed bugs. I changed the direction of my conversation. I chose different subjects. I laid new pipes. And when I laid new pipes that didn't include the vibrational frequency that invited the bed bugs to begin with, they didn't come back.